Sights and sounds far beyond anything you've tested. Did you ever think when the earth rolls by that someday you are going to die?
It's really mad. As it goes, that's just bonkers, you know, it's really mad.
I mean, if you want to talk about mad, this patient that I've had coming in for the last couple of weeks is driving me mad. You know, I've had her on Seroxat, I've had her on Prozac, and all sorts of things, and she just wants to talk about her boyfriend's anal fixation.
Anal fixation?
Anal fixation. And then it's the boss, and oh, he doesn't understand my artistic impulses. You know, acid's not what it used to be in the 80s. You know, I mean, this is one for Freud. I'm just going to wash my hands of the whole bloody thing.
All right, you need to wash your hands after that bit of anal fixation, wouldn't you?
I suppose you would.
That is it. I'm definitely.
The NATO spokesman has today claimed that at least 3,500 people have been executed, that 100 women are still being held captive and raped at 2 factories in Kosovo. It's also alleged that 700 men were made to stand as shooting shields in front of Serb tanks, and that ethnic Albanian chief...
I feel I've got to move. Though I'm going, I'll be coming home soon. As long as I see the light. Pack my bags and let's get moving. 'Cause I'm bound to drift away. Yeah, when I'm gone, you don't have to worry no more. As long as I see the
Alright, how's it going?
Okay. Are you back?
No, I'm not. I'm just back to leave my keys. I've got some stuff to pick up as well, alright? Fuck's sake. Can't live with them. I'll have that.
Guess I've got that old traveling boat.
When you want to hear the best new music, make sure you stay with the big boys. Northern Ireland's most with new music from Sixpence None the Richer.
Let's get rid of the bottom work liner. Jesus Christ!
Hello? Yeah? Yeah, she's one of my patients, that's right. Right, I see. I think I might know where she is. Okay, bye-bye. Shit.
Video shop, yeah. Sarah? Sarah, are you okay?
Do I look okay to you? Why even ask her? You said yourself I'm a hopeless case and that you wash your hands completely off me. Well, I'm going to save you the trouble, so I am. I'm going to save you any trouble whatsoever. You don't have to worry about it. You and your mates can laugh all you like. All you fucking like. So you think it's funny, do you? Do you think it's funny? It's funny!
Hi, my name's Robert. By day I'm a shop girl, and by night I'm a fantastic super duper drag queen by the name of Baroness Titty Von Trump. Tonight I'm just like meeting and greeting, taking people around, letting them see what I see on a weekly, sometimes daily basis in the lovely Kremlin Bar, Belfast. The first time I started dressing up I was about 11 in a pair of net curtains. Thought I was a bride. Then I started going out in Bangor Marina when I was about 15, doing drag on a Thursday night. I was supposed to be going over doing swimming lessons on a Thursday in Bangor swimming pool, and I was doing drag down Bangor Marina. Fabulous. Professionally, I started about 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. I moved to Birmingham and I got a job with Miss Moneypenny's, and it just all took off from there. It's difficult for me because I only ever worked in straight clubs. This is the first gay club I've ever actually worked in. So for me, this is a totally different genre for me. So it is. I get most of my gear from, well, most of it comes from either second-hand shops or the high street, anywhere. I just get a lot of stuff made for me as well. I've only been back in Belfast for about 6 months, so getting clothes is quite difficult over here. I had a very close friend in Birmingham who was a fetish designer, Gary, and he made a lot of my clothes for me, a lot of my corsets and clear bikinis, and he was very good with plastic and PVC, so I miss that over here because you've got to pay an absolute fortune for it. Totally different what wiggle do for me. I used to have long hair, my own hair, down to about there. But oh, shot of my hood. Given the resources, I would love to live like this all the time, but this is Belfast, and I've got to think like my pension plan, buying a house, children, goldfish, pussycats, just general things in my future. I don't have time for people who are like narrow-minded. Screw them. If they don't like it, tough. This is what I do, and this is what other people do. And if we're not hurting anybody, then I don't see the problem, and we're just out to enjoy ourselves. And it's a giggle, and it's a bit of fun.
Enjoy. See ya. Right. Happy birthday, Catherine! Oh, happy birthday, baby. Say hello to my parents. Hello, parents. Which one are they? My parents. Hello. shop. They are, they're down today. Oh, working girl, get her off the streets. And the night before, I've had a good time. Well, it's early. It's early. There's about 100, 150 people in there so far, so it's early. Who knows? I've had a really good night tonight, and I'd like to thank all of you who have had such a fab time, and call anytime. Welcome, always welcome to this house. Do call again. Ta-ra!
I'm here in Belfast city centre. It's just gone a little after 6 a.m. Now these early birds behind me, they've been up and about for at least 2 or 3 hours. They've been travelling in from all parts of the province, bringing their produce with them, setting up their stalls here at St George's Market. Now I'm going in to have a look at this ultimate shopping experience, so why don't you join me and we'll have a look at this not so common market. Inside, preparations are already well underway as the traders unload their wares and set up their stalls. The recent refurbishment of St George's has injected a new lease of life into what is undoubtedly one of the city's best known landmarks. Almost 200 traders from all over the province descend on this listed building every Friday, providing a unique shopping experience for bargain hunters, curio collectors, restaurateurs, gourmets and just the downright curious. Most of the regular traders have their stall sites booked well in advance, but some, like this man, will just turn up on the day and take pot luck, hoping they can rent a space. In this case he was lucky, and he'll be setting out his stall with the rest of today's traders. Out on the floor, and it's only just gone 7 a.m, but already some intrepid bargain hunters have begun to arrive. Some traders scarcely have time to put their produce out before it's being keenly inspected by potential customers. Well, coordinating all of this activity is in itself no mean feat, but when I spoke to the man in charge, Markets Development Officer Jerry Copeland, he explained that for the revitalised St George's, the Friday market is just the beginning.
Well, my job for Belfast City Council is really to develop extra activity other than the traditional Friday market that we actually have on today. So really we're trying to establish a second market day and then also bring other events into the actual market hall. The City Council just spent £3.5 million along with the Heritage Lottery people refurbishing the market, and in doing that we actually want to see more events, different type of events actually taking place within the actual market hall.
Have you found that the refurbishment's made a big difference?
Mainly certainly on the Friday it's been a massive difference. I mean, we've went from around about 100 traders or so right up to nearly 200 at the moment, and I'm sure coming up to Christmas we probably would be asked to actually accommodate twice as much as that. So the activity generally, I mean, for the market on the Friday has improved substantially.
As the market got into full swing, it was easy to imagine that you could buy just about anything among these scores of stalls, and Jerry wasn't about to disabuse me of that notion.
You'll pick up anything. I mean, the old saying is that in St George used to buy anything from an anchor to shark meat, and I'm sure you can probably get shark teeth down here as well. So the variety of goods are quite diverse, and also the fact is that because that variety attracts quite a diverse customer base. I've seen High Court judges in here, yet I've seen my own mum come in here with her trolley and wander around. So the mix is quite nice, and that's one reason we wanted to maintain. Actually, that's one reason that the Friday market is really an immovable feast. It will always be a Friday market in St George's.
I think that there's a great sort of echo here of the old Smithfield market. Are any of the traders here originally from the Smithfield area?
There's Not as far as I know, but I think there's certainly a tradition of some of the families had some kind of connections to it, but maybe not directly on it. But in saying that, I mean, a lot of the market traders who are here today are not just recent market traders since the refurbishment. Some of them have actually maybe 2-3 generations of families trading in here. So I'll actually interview some of the market traders here who would have been here at the stalls when they were actually young girls or young boys. And they would have been beside their mums and dads, and then before that their mums and dads would have done the same thing with their parents. So there's actually a strong tradition of families staying here.
They seek him here, they seek him there. His clothes are loud, but never square. It will make or break him, so he's got to buy the best, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. And when he does his little rounds round the boutiques of London town, eagerly pursuing all the latest fads and trends, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is. There's one thing that he loves, and that is flattery. One week he's in polka dots, and next week he's in stripes, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. They seek him here, they seek him there, in Regent Street and Leicester Square. Everywhere the Carnation army marches on, each one a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is. He flits from shop to shop just like a butterfly. In matters of the cloth he is as fickle as can be, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. He's a dedicated follower of fashion. He's a dedicated follower of fashion.
St George's is the oldest continually used covered market on the island of Ireland, having been built in 1896 from a design by the architect J.C. Bretland. Over its 100-plus year history, St George's has been used for flower shows, boxing tournaments, car parking, and even during the Second World War, a makeshift mortuary after heavy bombing killed over 700 people in Belfast on Easter Tuesday 1941. Even during the height of the Troubles in the 1970s, St George's kept its doors open. Although as these pictures show, it was a very different looking market from the one we know today. One man who remembers these times well is second-hand dealer Paddy Flynn.
We moved in here in November of 1978. All the second-hand market, the fruit market and the poultry and fish all merged because of the decline in use of markets, and with the opening of major supermarkets, people decided that it was about time to put it all under one roof. It's been redeveloped. I'm one of the last traditional second-hand traders here. At one time there was 300 second-hand traders. We're down to about 30 today. We were recycling before the word recycling was ever invented in Northern Ireland. We still have some of the old second-hand traders. The families have been here maybe 100 or 120 years, third and fourth generation market trader. But it's good to see the market being redeveloped, and this is, St George's has a culture and a history of its own, which is very important to Belfast. And one of the last cross-community markets in Belfast that upstood the Second World War and the Troubles in the 1970s, 80s. And you get people coming from all over. You get people coming from France and Spain. You get people driving from Donegal at 5 o'clock on a Friday morning, arriving here at 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
I believe you're over from Maryland.
Yes, we are. Yeah, Washington.
Washington.
Yes.
All right. Okay. It's just we're making a little.
Although I'm from here, so
yeah.
Yes.
So
just back to visit the family.
How long have you been away?
17 years.
17 years. So this must be a bit of nostalgia for you then.
It is, because I used to work here down at Benner's Fruit Market with my uncles when it was her age.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to go to the Guernsey boat.
So have you seen much of a change then?
Oh yes, yes. The whole place has changed. Or all the development, even in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
I haven't been back for 2 years. So.
Changed for the better though. Are you actually going to buy any of this stuff?
We actually did, yeah, we did. And we got a great tip from this fella. He told us that, my sister's trying to get 8 portions here. So what he explained was that he's got a tip. He says, if you put more chips in the plate, you can give a small.
And if your tastes run to slightly more exotic dishes than fish and chips, then Justin Nichols' stall is the one to visit.
Most of what we sell is imported continental produce, Our main business is our olives and olive oil produce, that we buy from, straight from the Mediterranean. There's products from Greece, from Italy, south of France, North Africa. We marinate feta ourselves, we marinate the olives ourselves. So we're not just buying the thing in, we're actually a producer as well, so we're buying in basically the raw ingredients and turning it into something a wee bit different.
We've noticed, sort of wandering around St George's Market here, there's one or two what you might call characters. Do you ever get any yourself coming up to the stall?
Well, there's no end to them. We have a few regulars that there's one old man who comes in regularly for his prune, and he doesn't even have to speak. You just know what he's here for, and I notice him going around all the stalls, and he comes. I have a prune waiting for him every week when I see him hobbling across.
So you have a customer who comes in for 1 prune a week?
Well, if 1 prune does a job for him, I don't know.
Well, I suppose if he gets 1 prune a week, that makes him a regular customer.
Yeah, very regular.
Of course, there's more than just good food on offer at the market. Sisters Betty Gorman and Margaret Vance will knit you just about anything to order. Or Evelyn Kerr will sell you some Celtic stoneware.
Well, this is, my husband does this here. He actually does it as a hobby, and it's turned out to be very popular. I can't sell enough of this stuff. He actually does the carving from the Book of Kells, and he would turn out this stuff here.
So what would this cost if I was going to say, wrap that up for me?
Well, if you were really, really nice to me, I would say, well, give me £80, £90, and I would try to keep the cost good for the customer, because they're very expensive, these things, to buy in shops, etc.,
I noticed how you sort of looked at me and said £80, £90. You obviously thought he looked like a right age, it'll stick another £10 on there.
Did I? I'd give you for £80 there.
Well, I'd got my bargain, so I thought it was time to ask some shoppers what they picked up.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Some seafoods, the Chinese prefer, and some vegetables. It's quite cheap.
Yeah. So
very cheaper. Yeah.
Have you picked up any bargains today?
Yes, I bought some orange, some fresh foods,
Well, I hope you enjoy them. Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks.
Have you got yourself a bargain there?
I didn't,
How many are you taking?
6.
6 apples? What's that going to cost you?
£1.
It's pretty good value, isn't it?
Pretty good.
Would this be a regular hunt for you,
No.
St George's?
No, it's not.
So this is like a one-off, is it?
One-off. I just come down more or less to look around.
Are you from Belfast?
Yes.
What do you make of it?
Very good. Probably get better too.
You think you'll come back again?
Oh yes, definitely.
Do you think they suit you, sir? Do you think they suit you?
I hope so. I'm trying anyway.
What are you after? Reading glasses, is it?
Reading glasses,
Let's have a look and see what they look like on you. Oh, I mean, that is dashing. Is that dashing or what? What price are? Let me just see. It says $12.99. That sounds a bit expensive.
£3 for a pair, or you get 2 pair for £5.
So you can read twice as much? That's good to me. You would recommend St George's then to anyone who might want to come for a bit of a shopping experience?
Most surely would, both from the food and from the clothing aspect as well.
Have you sampled any of the seafood?
Well, not today, but I have on other occasions.
You would recommend that too?
I would indeed.
You sound like one happy customer to me.
I am a happy customer.
What then is it that makes St George's Market so special? I'll leave the last word to Paddy Lynn.
It's very unique in the sense that the personal contact with people and being able to talk to people and to be able to show people what's nice on your stall as well. You don't get that in the supermarket. There's only one place you get that, that's St George's Market.
If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. Make your mind up fast. If you want it, better hurry, 'cause it may not last. Did I hear you say that there must be a catch? Will you walk away from a fool and his money? Sonny, if you want it, here it is, come and get it. But you better hurry, 'cause it's going fast. You better hurry, 'cause it's going fast. Ooh, and his money. Sonny, if you want it, here it is, come and get it. But you better hurry, 'cause it's going fast. You better hurry, 'cause it's going fast. You better hurry, 'cause it's going fast.
Let's hear it for Cowboy.
Yeah, what's the start of my land?
Check it out.
You could take them now without too much for it.
Night tunnel. Never undefeated. She had a roll with the belong material. Her box woke up. I said, hello, Mr. Cheerio. I came to one to live on my life, but he said, she's not one. I know she knows the big one. Cheerio.
Sounds to be in my silent shapes. For the take a trip to the docks.
I'm talking about the crack on this cocaine radical. And people still get needles in their armor, Jimmy lacking in the soul. Will I be paid or will I be able? Which is worse? I wonder if lonely as a cloud.
Yeah, you're foofing in the bottle. First time he's tried that. You got 15 seconds left. Put the wheel nose pick. Oh, massive 360 off. Sliding in. Please, a big, big round of applause for I'm off with a nose pick on the volcano. Yeah, smooth, making hard tricks look easy. Takes real skill to correct your hat mid-run. Controller. Stop pressing the pause button.
Right.
He's getting back his rhythm. Yeah, we'll ride to little table in. Oh, goes for blunt on the largest rail on the course. What's he got in mind? He's going to blunt it. Oh, yeah! Oh, damn. Same place. too thick on. Come on! Yeah! Yeah, table over the volcano. Just got the style and the tricks. Table there, heading back to the phone box. Yeah! Turn down. Yeah! Nothing over the box! Yeah, 183, 60 over the volcano. Yeah, Figs. Heading back to the box. There's your nothing. Right, 40 going. Zoom out now. Hey, Vessel. FP and box. Any shoes. Yeah! Enough techno for you. Nice big tire tap. There's no headache. He's testing the pipe, taking this right. Yeah, stylish 360 tire tap over the volcano. Yeah, overflowing burn, heading to the box. Manual down there. Manual. His last trick gonna be. Does he want to finish with? 4-9. Oh, it's running out. Russell. And just quickly, and on my vessel's not finished. Doesn't work. Raise up our uniform to the flat bank. Yeah, no further under the box. Yeah, smooth. Where you fancy. Yeah, little kick out of the trial. Big fakey. And right now you've got time for one last trick if you want it in. Yeah. Right, semi-finals just about ready to go. Joseph Player from Austria. We're ready. Yes. I don't know where my mind and Jill's gone. More jump off the first run for the 8 semi-finalists.